clowning around the ring for several weeks now has been a symbol of excellence for sports entertainers.
Can you dig it, sucker?
But fuck the JAS though. Okay. But fuck the JAS though.
Fuck the JAS. Except for not. We're gonna start off right away. We're just gonna get right into it with the main event of AEW Dynamite, alright? The Ring of Honor Women's Championship.
Yep.
You see, there was 2, but now there is 1. There is one sole survivor. And her name is Mercedes Martinez. How you doing? Okay? She knocked off Deonna Purrazzo. Okay? Dominantly on Impact Wrestling, she is. Mercedes Martinez has been here and there on AEW. You know, a hired gun for the one and only Dr. Britt Baker. DMD. You know what I mean?
And I mean, I'm glad to see her get back on TV. I thought that she was cool when we first got, some glimpses of her, 6 months ago. I believe it was right before the turn of the year. We were getting some matches with her. And I mean, I thought she could be a great, powerhouse for the women's division. So to have her come in, back into the spotlight, on TV in a championship match, and take home the belt.
And the main event of the night.
I'm with that, yeah, and I think we start off with it because it was something that kind of came out of the blue.
Yeah.
So you know what? We're just gonna get right to that because everything else, I mean, had some promo going for it mostly.
Something.
It had some feud going.
Some
so,
build up.
Yeah. So we're just gonna jump right through that one. It was exciting. It was fun. Hope to see more of Mercedes on TV. And I've never heard of the Peroza.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, she killed it too. No disrespect, but I would have to see some more of the character.
Kill it enough.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I mean, they had it as the main event, and it was like she killed it. That's what I meant by it wasn't like it was a all offense by Mercedes, and it wasn't a great championship match.
I thought Deonna was gonna win. To be honest with you, she just looked like she was gonna. She just looked stronger.
And for a no build championship match, it's interesting to have the title change hands. So
yeah,
I don't know. It was just fun. It was fun. A little bit of a unpredictable match. A little bit of a different set of stars. We're not the normal rotation of people who we see on TV all the time, especially from the women's division. I like that they're going a little bit deeper into their bag.
Yeah, they listen.
Yeah. It seems like they're hearing me out there. And you know what they're neglecting though? The fact that I kind of try to have them take it easy on the older gentlemen in the industry.
That's up to the talent.
It is. So it's all good. I'm gonna let them do their thing and rock out. Do their thing.
They're not even old.
Hey, Sting is an old man.
Okay. One of your bigger concerns is old. But the two that you have in question right now.
Jeff Hardy, Bobby Fish, Owen Hart tournament qualifier. I definitely know Jeff Hardy has turned the corner. Bobby Fish looks like he's not turned the corner yet, but he has some years under his belt. That's for sure.
He does.
He's been a pro.
Does.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm just concerned. Less for Bobby Fish. I think that obviously I haven't seen him take the level of bumps we've obviously seen the Hardy Bros take. So I'm not, thinking that the sustained damage is as high. So Bobby Fish, get your rocks off. You know what I mean? Do your thing. But I just sometimes the spots that Jeff be hitting a little concerning. Same with Sting. Same with any of the guys who I think have hit. Once you hit 50, dude, once you're older than my dad, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, you're doing things that I feel it becomes dangerous. Like more like the stakes are just raised, and I'm not trying to tell you not to do it. I'm just saying, wow, the percentages. We're playing a probability game here, and the more you do it, the higher the probability gets, right? And so let's use it sparingly. Let's use our old men sparingly. Is all. That's all. That's
They're
my
doing
note.
fine. They're doing fine. Okay. I got a question.
And Jeff's not old yet. He's just turning the corner. Is all I'm saying.
Sure.
And so you got to
Right.
start to
He is turning
at
the
least
corner.
think about it.
He is thinking about it. He doesn't want to do this wonton anymore necessarily. But Bobby Fish still ate one. And how much fish could Bobby Fish fish if Bobby Fish could fish?
So many fish that Bobby Fish would fish if he could fish.
Bobby Fish definitely only needed to take one swanton bomb to take the L. And then after the match, the undisputed elite members came out. The Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, how you doing? They came out, ooh, and they had a stare down. They had a stare down with the Hardy Bros, yeah. Ooh, and no disrespect happened. No back turning, no cheap shots happened. The Young Bucks were out there to check on the boy, Bobby Fish, who took a L. And now they're a one less UE member in the tournament.
Yep.
Wild.
I kind of like that though. They balanced it out. They had a lot of UE coming into the qualifier matches, and it's like, whoa.
I like it a lot because now I get to see Jeff Hardy versus Darby Allin. Darby Allin's going to take Jeff Hardy out of the tournament.
Okay.
And Darby Allin's moving up.
Did they say that it's next week?
No, I don't know if they did or not. I don't remember.
I know that the tournament starts next week. I'm just not sure if that match is. It could be. We might have seen that as a promo, but it's either next week or the following because the first rounds are going to be going through. And yeah, that match, the Adam Cole match, because Adam Cole versus Dax.
I know. Oh, jeez. I need Daxy Boy to win. Sorry, Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole versus Dax is crazy.
But I need
mean,
Dax to win. No offense.
Low key, it would be heartbreaking if he goes out in the first round. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, he has to win.
Kind of.
Oh, wait, but that because I wanted to see Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole, and then if that,
Well, I think so if we're putting on our hearts, we want Dax to win, I think. But if we're putting on our heads, I think that's why they put Kyle and Adam on opposite sides of the ladder. It's because I think they're gonna be in the final.
Nah.
Nah?
Nah.
I mean, we'll see.
Fuck.
Who has the Joker?
Samoa Joe.
Yes, he
Samoa
does.
Joe is gonna be facing Johnny freaking Wrestling.
Oh, that'll be amazing.
I got 5 on that.
I'll put 5 on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it's somebody else. Anyone else. I'm playing the field. 5 versus the field?
Sure.
Okay, Johnny versus the field. I'll play that. $5.
Deal.
Okay. I'm in on that.
Deal.
I also got $5 that Eddie's going to hunt down Chris Jericho and beat his ass.
Oh, facts.
Next week.
What are you throwing fire in my face for, wizard? Huh? Think you could hop on a train at 9 3/4 platform and get told that you're a wizard, Christopher? Huh? You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing but a joker, huh? Not even a smoker, huh? Or a toker, huh? You ain't no midnight toker. Buddy? You can't do shit. You can't do shit without your crew. You would have got your ass handed to you by Santana if it wasn't for the low blow.
Facts. Magic Daddy distractions.
Even Ortiz had your back. Ortiz was taking down your boys one by one. Low blow.
Dude. The phone call Eddie gave to Chris, dude. Hold on.
Christopher.
We know it's coming, right?
I hope so.
I mean, yeah, I believe that this match was a kind of like a little foreshadow because it showed that Ortiz on the outside could handle a couple of them by himself. So with Santana also out there, they might win a 2v4. They might be able to handle a 2v4. And you know what that leaves? That leaves a good old Jericho and Eddie one-on-one again.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw what happened last time.
Mm-hmm.
We saw what happened last time. Eddie was beating the shit out of him last time. And so that's what I think is about to happen again.
Eddie Kingston whooped his ass, mano a mano, no bullshit, and that is what led to Chris Jericho thinking he's a fucking wizard. Eddie Kingston blocked his head too hard. That's it.
Spinning back fist.
That's all it was. Spinning back fist over the Judas effect.
So clown. Nah, I mean this is actually a like 5-of-5 rivalry. It went from like, okay, it's happening, to this is good, to oh, this is, I like now everything that's going on in this story. Like, I'm enjoying this, to now I'm like, oh wait, what's gonna happen next? Wait. Wait, was that Eddie? Did he just tweet something? Oh, wait. Is Jericho hiding? I'm literally looking for anything that is the JAS versus, I mean, Santana Ortiz and Eddie Kingston.
The streets.
Yeah, the streets. Because the streets are up.
The streets don't need wizardry. The same way that the Blackpool Combat Club doesn't need to jump the gun every time and get the aggression right off the back.
Finally, somebody was studying the tape.
Finally, Butcher Blade and Angelico, as Mr. Riggs would say, ended up getting their fucking heads knocked in.
Yeah.
But at first, if I'm not mistaken, Angelico was choking out Mox with a shirt at the start. Someone was getting choked out in the middle of the ring at the start, and it was not a member of the Butcher Blade or Angelico.
Yeah, and there was also a moment when I believe, I don't remember, I believe it was the Blade, not the Butcher, but the Blade had a move where he took out Yuta and Moxley with one transition, and it was super clean. But when I saw Danielson get tapped in, and Angelico get tapped in, and they started going at it, that felt like the peak of the match. There was a lot of really good moves, but I'm loving this BCC, like, trifectas always going at it. I'm interested to see when they're going to maybe have some one-on-ones again as well, though, or maybe even some 2-on-2s, or like or maybe like I said before, calling out a stable, because that might create some one-on-one 2-on-2 situations where, like, you know what I mean, they're trying to pick on maybe like the weakest member, or vice versa.
We will get the BCC versus the JAS, and it is going to be war, and I want it to happen in a blood and guts match, and I need William Regal to call it out the same way he would call out for a War Games match.
Well,
But that's
BCC
just
needs one or
me.
two more guys then, though. And that's where I'm like, this Angelico guy who got his head kicked in, he looked like he's a tough sport.
Mm-hmm.
Might I say myself.
Personally, I still want Lee Moriarty.
Yeah, I liked Lee. I liked their match too. But this Angelico cat looked like he took a little bit more of a beating.
I also know
And he had a little bit better grapples. Sorry.
I want Garcia to leave the JAS. I want him to figure it out that he joined the wrong team for the war.
Oh, that would be crazy. Because then it would just be 4-on-4. If they kept it all the same and they just had Daniel switch sides. Oh, dude, that would be so sick.
That's what I want.
That would be sick. I'm in on that.
The same way that I wanted this match to involve one more person until I realized maybe I don't need this person out here. Maybe I don't need Enzo out here to call out W. Morrissey. Maybe they're no longer friends, forgot to look it up, because he did tell the crowd to fuck off. I don't need Enzo. It's my time down here. You know what I'm saying?
And he was right.
And he was right. And he understood the assignment. The assignment was sell for Wardlow. Make Wardlow look even more unstoppable. You're the tallest. You're 7 foot, and you can't teach that. You're 7 foot. You're his biggest opponent yet. You gotta sell him. Ooh, he's only gonna hit you with one power bomb, 'cause that's all you're gonna need. Just one. You don't need the whole symphony. And then after the match, Wardlow got what we all wanted. MJF to accept a challenge, to accept a match, but of course, as the rat usually works, he's gonna make his opponent go through something. There's gonna be more to it than just this contract signing, I know it. He made CM Punk go through challenges. He made Jericho go through challenges just to fight him. It's the kind of
Darby.
snake he is. He made Darby do it. He's just that kind of rat. But I know Wardlow can do it. Wardlow basically just did it before Wardlow had to call it out.
Wardlow is the giant of giants right now.
Yeah.
Right now. It can change.
'Cause that man can moonsault. That man can hit you with a swanton. That man can hit you with the hurricane. That man is speed and power and just so much man meat.
What?
I think we've only seen maybe 30% of his arsenal. And he still barely talks. And we know he can.
Mhm.
Unless that was just like a one-off, he felt it in the moment and that script was just really well written. He can do it. And like, he can go. And this feud is about to go to the next level if they hand him a mic for it. If the contract signing then leads to like a build where he gets a mic, oh god, it's over. No, it's over. This feud might take over my life. I might make my whole life about MJF Wardlow and what's going on. Because I was in when Wardlow was a part of MJF's little crew and he was signed to him and he was doing his dirty work. I was already saying that those two were like the best thing on the show. I would like when I first came to the show to watching the show, they were my favorite from jump, and now they're going at it. And it's like, this is candy to a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting exactly you're supplying an addict exactly what he wants. And so if they take it to the next level, it's over for me. That I don't know if I'll be comparing everything to this almost like that's currently going on because I think it'll be the pinnacle of what I like, the things that I like. So, dude, just slams and slams verbally. Dude, come on.
I need it. I want it.
Yeah. It's probably one of the things I'm most hyped for in AEW. There's a couple things that are like consistently going. I really have fell in love with the JAS Eddie in the streets feud, but it wasn't something that it's been like deep seated, right? This MJF Wardlow thing is deep seated love, and there's only a couple storylines that have that going, and I'm excited. I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to see what happens with this. You want to get to this? Because it was just a little promo.
Scorpio.
Just a little promos.
Sky did that on Rampage, I thought.
Yeah, but it's just 2 promos left or just a promo left for Dynamite. And so I was saying, do you want to get to this promo instead? Get to that promo in a second.
Sure. 'Cause Scorpio Sky took charge. Yeah, he did. He took charge of American Top Team. He said it's time for that belt to stop being passed around like Ty Conti. I have next, by the way. And it's time for that other belt around Dan's waist to be shelved up back at the American Top Team gym. Huh? Where it was supposed to be in the first place.
This whole time.
And Ethan Page, you're not just all ego, but you're all decibels, brother. Why are you yelling so loud all the
Sorry.
time? It's not the 80s and 90s wrestling. You can talk to people, and at some points, you can get louder. You can get a little angry. The same way that Frankie Kazarian was a little angry. He thought he wasn't going to get his title shot against his former brethren in the SCU stable. The first ever AEW Tag Team Champions, by the way. Okay? And now Scorpio Sky said, fine. I'm a man of my word. I told you I'd give you a shot. I'll give you a shot, Frankie. And then they shook hands. Respectful.
100%.
Respectful, unlike what the House of Black tried to do. Or more so what they did do onto the Varsity Blondes.
And who's the girl? Julia Hart.
Yeah, the Varsity Blonde.
Yes, Julia Hart had her eye patch messed with. After who cut the promo?
Brian Pillman Jr.
Yes.
Cause his late great pappy was best friends with John Arborough.
Yes, and that promo was fire because it was real.
It was real to him, damn it.
It was real.
And then the beat down though. Oh, Brian Pillman was ready. He had his dukes up. He was ready to give him his best shot. Yeah, but then when he finally put his arms down and looked at his homeboy Griffith, that's when the attack happened. You're never supposed to let your guard down, Junior. Never. Never. Not even when it's dark.
I was going to say, you let your guard down, and that's when the darkness will come.
And that's why, young Julia Hart, how you doing? She almost turned her back fully on her boys. She almost took that chair and she almost shoved it right up in between Griffith's cheeks.
Yeah.
But she stopped. And the next promo, it's Tony time. We had Tony Storm and Ruby Soho not quite sure when they agreed to this no-touch clause. Me either, to be honest with you. Let them brawl in the back every once in a while. Go for it. But Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and how you doing, hater? Ooh, they ain't back down from nothing. They ain't back down from no challenge. At the end of the promo, neither team wanted to walk away. And you know I hate to watch how you doing, hater, leave, but I love to watch her go. How you doing?
I hate to see her leave, but I can watch her walk away forever.
Endeavor.
How you doing?
Endeavor, how you doing?
In the ensuing Rampage, they had a fight.
Yeah.
Tag team match.
Yeah, on Rampage, yes.
Because
That was the opener.
Promo was Dynamite, and then the opener of Rampage was the tag team match, and honestly, could have had a little bit more time. In my opinion.
More time, sure, but like the sequences that they all had
Oh,
were
great.
very well thought out, and like the fact that these four women are actually in like two separate singles feuds. They like Tony and Hayter are more so in a feud, and Ruby and Britt are in a feud, and so like they each got to shine with with their feud. You know what I mean? Their foe, with their work partner, their dance partner. So that was cool because like some other places don't really do that too well. Like I don't know why Nikita Lyons was putting in all the work on the NXT 2.0s, but it's cool. It's cool. How you doing? You know, and how you doing, hater? You know, she put on a great show. Britt Baker hit a disgusting stomp, but in the end, Britt Baker got rolled up by T Storm. She took that victory the same way that Tony Storm ain't gonna take a victory, actually. Tony Storm, no offense, sweetheart, but Jamie Hayter's gonna cheese you in the tournament. Jamie Hayter's gonna have Britt Baker help her win. Well, maybe at least. But also, where's Reba been? Or Rebel? Where has she been? Did she get let go? She injured? She gonna help if she gonna help.
Okay.
She gonna help the same way that Hook should help Dan Housen.
Yes, 100%, dude. What the fuck's up with Nice? I was
He's a schmuck.
I'm watching that promo and I'm waiting to hear Hook's name. They're like calling. They're leading up to the call out like 3 or 4 times, and finally he calls out Danhausen.
Danhausen is undefeated. Danhausen is a weird kid. Danhausen is gonna take a L in his first match. All right, against the premier athlete, Tony the Schmuck Nice.
I don't know if he's gonna take a L.
He ain't. He ain't. You wanna know why? 'Cause Danhausen. Ooh, you'll be surprised. Danhausen be very nice, very evil, but he's gonna curse you. And I believe in all my heart that Hook will come down.
Yep, same.
Hook will come down either after the match or during the match.
Just for intimidation factor.
Yeah, he's not gonna want to, but he will.
And Housen will get the roll up,
Something.
the fruit.
I hope. And then, oh yeah, and then we're gonna get it, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get Hookhausen. Dang, I can't believe Danhausen had to offer Hausen for Hook. And then Hook just pushed him on the ground.
Yeah, that was fucked.
And Hook had Danhausen had a birthday present for Hook. He had potato chips wrapped up
With a bow.
with a little bow and everything.
It's crazy.
So sad.
It
So
was crazy
sad.
to see that he put his hands on him, and it was like, obviously Hook's the type of guy. He's gonna get you off of him. He ain't gonna let you put your hands on him. And it was just out of kindness. It was the way that your good old papa will come and put his arm around you. That's all Danhausen was trying to do. He's just trying to give you some barbecue chips, some potato chips with a bow on it. Come on, man. And you share them with him. They could have had a moment. They could have had a moment.
Hook doesn't share his chips, Hausen.
His chips, those were gifted chips. They could have been
They
a
were
little different
gifted.
rules.
To who, though?
But it could have been.
They
but
were
they're still
gifted to whom, though?
Yeah, they're still gifted.
Who?
I would understand that, like, if I purchased the chips, it's different.
Who?
If they're gifted chips, they're
Ooh.
free chips. Is there
Gifted.
an owl in here?
Who? Gifted.
Okay, yeah. Semantics.
They're
man. I
hips.
get you.
They're
I get you.
Hook's
Okay.
chips. The second that Danhausen slid him across the ring, Hausen.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about the next match, Hausen?
Well, yeah. I mean, do you not?
Go for it, Hausen.
I don't know who this guy is, but I don't know. This was another. Was this a Owen Hart qualifier match?
It sure was.
I believe
it was
yeah.
the final one.
Okay, but the final women's Owen Hart qualifier match was between Riho and Yuka Sakazaki.
Yuka Sakazaki.
Yeah.
That's my hero from now on for sure. Yuka Sakazaki.
It was fun, but
But
Hold
Riho
on.
is the AEW vet, of course, so she had to take the W, and she did take the W. And she usually is dressed in a little brighter clothing, but she came out in black. And she fought a little more aggressive than usual. And Riho got the victory over Yukasaki.
yeah, I felt that it was kind of
Very many close falls. Oops, had to interrupt you because of how many close falls there were. So many close twos, or threes, I guess.
Remember when you asked me if I wanted to talk about this match? Remember when you asked me about that?
Yukasaki.
Oh, and then I did the intro, and then you just took it away.
Yukasaki.
Oh, it's all good.
Yukasaki.
It's all good.
Yukasaki.
You want to talk about
Yukasaki.
the main event?
Were you done talking about Yukasaki? You had a thought and I cut you off.
Yeah, it's not that important.
Let's hear it.
I just feel that in the beginning of this match, I'm not sure if it's because it was like women superstars that we don't always see on TV, but it seemed like there was a little bit of nerves
Wrestling.
going into the match.
They're wrestlers over there.
They can be both. Famous wrestlers is, I guess, where I would go with that. These are
More
more
prominent,
or these
more
are
dominant,
less. These are
lesser known.
lesser known.
Lesser
yes,
seen.
wrestlers, and so that might have a lot to do with it.
Okay. Yeah.
But I can see now why you would say that if you're calling them lesser known, then they wouldn't be considered superstars. Maybe that's how you were kind of using that term. But thousands of followers are thousands of followers. I just kind of.
And Yukasaka, or Yukasaki, Yukasakazaki
Yeah, there you go.
gained one more follower for Yukasakazaki because she is from Southtown, and she is Yukasakazaki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope she becomes more well known.
I need her to
At the end of
become
that-
a more well-known, more matches. I need more matches in AEW from her. I need more.
I need more of another one that's gonna be fun.
Oh, I got this to say. Do you need me to say it?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event. We had Jay Lethal, a man who called out a man from across the sea. He said, "Why are you getting the spotlight? Why are they talking about you and not me? I'm a champion. I'm the former longest running ROH TV champion. Suck on that. Current TV champion Samoa Joe. Suck on that. And you know who else can suck on that? A man who's never been on AEW Rampage, a man who's only been on AEW Dark Elevation, and he goes by the name of Konosuke Takeshita on the Yoches.
This was a fantastic battle of the young versus the old. Like
How do you know Konosuke Takeshita isn't fucking 55?
Well,
We got that Asian complexion, that Asian persuasion.
true. It just his aneurysms when he was doing also his promo. The promo that led up to the match. He just seemed like a younger guy.
I am not scared of you.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not afraid. And then
You know Eminem.
I think that would be that. It would just seem like it seemed like a young man's promo. Like, I'm not afraid. I'm here and I'm confident. Blah blah blah. And Lethal is a stud. I mean, this match, like you said, fast paced.
And at the end, Konosuke Takeshita ended up taking his. Why do I always go Mexican? He ended up taking his dose, though. He got the lethal injection. I need
Also the counter too, wasn't it?
Well, the first one got countered.
The first one got countered. No, but I'm saying he
Yeah, I think
countered
so.
a move and then he came in and hit him with the lethal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was sick. I mean,
Konosuke Takeshita and Yuka Sakasaka gained one more follower.
it's interesting. Both their main events didn't have any previous feud going into it. Rampage, Dynamite, both their main events didn't have like a.
Yeah,
feud.
Lethal's only had a little bit.
It had also a little shot at Joe, and also at the end
Which is like
of the match
like a
had a little stomping of Konosuke, and then Joe came out with the lead pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Best Friends came out first, and then Joe came out with the lead pipe. Sorry, forgot about the Best Friends. Came out and tried to help, but I mean, I don't think the Best Friends really want any part of Satnam Singh and Sanja.
You can say that, but you can't say Konosuke Takeshita.
I got it now after you pronounced it once. I got it,
Oh.
but I just couldn't. I didn't remember the pronunciation when I read it here. But I don't know. It did. I guess you're right. This one had a little bit more of the feud weighed into it, but it was after the match, and so it's
Well,
kind of
no.
it was a little more forced.
Because even, I believe, on Rampage, and I think even last week, Jay Lethal was calling out this cap.
Oh, okay.
Whereas the one on Dynamite, the Rampage Dynamite, English, the Dynamite main event,
More out of the blue. Maybe it came
more
from
so
Dark.
out of the blue. Not even Dark. I think, I mean, like, they probably even talked about it, like, one time last week as well, but, like, they're just out of the blue.
Yeah.
That was more out of the blue, for
Okay.
sure. For sure, for sure.
And you know what else was out of the blue? My moment of the week.
Yes.
Ray Phoenix comeback at this level of wrestling
Single.
in a singles match for the Owen Hart. Oh, no. Wait. Does it get more thrilling than a match with Ray Phoenix and Dante Martin in an Owen Hart Foundation?
There's so many frippu. So many flip. So many acrobato.
Honestly, for Ray to be coming off of injury, I really just want to I just want to hone in on that because like for a dude to come off of injury, who we haven't seen in a while, to come back and be doing the flips like you said, backflips, swantons, running tightrope style halfway down the rope, and then you know what I mean, diving. Like some of his moves are just so creative and then so dangerous and thrilling. I mean, I would have already been amazed and just like, you know, I mean, it's a contender for a moment of the week with him not coming off of injury. But for him to be doing this coming off of injury, I feel it makes it way more savage. And Dante Martin, I mean, this dude, hey, I'm going to make a little of a hip hop reference here. Okay. Every time that Big Sean drops an album and there's like a crazy feature on it.
What?
The feature is next to Big Sean's best verse.
What?
So every single time that he comes the best,
Boss.
he still ends up, hey, yo, you're right. Every time that he gets on the track and goes the hardest on his album for himself, his feature goes even harder. Pause. And it seems like Dante Martin has that effect in wrestling. He, no matter how who his opponent is and how he shows up, he's going to come and give a better and better like performance, or at least the same standard of what he's going to do. But the matches that he puts on, his opponents put on like damn near one of their best matches in months. Every time they face Dante Martin, it's one of the opponent's best matches they've had in months. And that means that he's doing something right. Like he's making these matches memorable. I think that eventually in the next couple months for this strap right here, we might get a banger from Dante Martin and Scorpio Sky. I think that might be a possibility. And it just makes me sad because he takes a lot of L's. He goes against some of the best guys because he's one of the best wrestlers, but he doesn't necessarily have the character and he's so young, or he doesn't have the story yet to be getting the push and the dubs.
Because who is Dante Martin?
Yeah.
You know, there's not a character there.
Not yet.
Not quite yet.
And he's young. He looks young.
He's younger.
He's got to be like under 30. So it's like, or young 30s if he's 30. And so he's got a lot of time 10 years before he's, you know, some of these other guys, 37 for Bryan Danielson? Like some of these guys are almost approaching 40 by the time they're at the top of their game. Mm-hmm. So like he's got time, and I'm excited to see where he goes because it's only going to be up. And he's at a place right now where he can put on a bunch of younger talent too. And he can stay in his little bubble of guys that are, you know, around his record and just continue to put on crazy matches like him and Bowens, was it? Or was it Caster? I don't remember which one of. I think it was Bowens. I think it was Bowens, yeah. And that match was fantastic. And I didn't think of Bowens as the better wrestler between Bowens and Caster personally until that match. That match is what flipped it for me. I went, oh, Caster is definitely the Mike one now. And that's where he's more suited, and Bowens is the better wrestler in my opinion now. But I felt like that match is what changed it. And Dante Martin versus Adam Page put me on to Adam Page on a different level. I felt I was kind of so on that cowboy shit until I saw that match. Dante Martin versus Keith Lee, I believe, was in the beginning of Keith Lee's run. Or that might have been Isaiah.
What was Isaiah?
Yeah. I don't know if he faced Dante. But another guy who has the same effect though. But yeah, just can't give enough kudos to Dante Martin for what he's been doing against the top talent and against guys who are also up and coming in his little circle. He's a top guy. I mean,
We'll make it short and sweet.
it was short and sweet.
I could say that I look forward to shaking this man's hand before the match. You know, I could, but I'd be lying. There ain't gonna be no handshake when Hangman Adam Page looks CM Punk in the eye. He's not gonna shake his hand. This is war, brother. I'ma do whatever it takes to keep my baby. Yeah, you heard it, fat boy in the crowd who's wearing a CM Punk shirt. Listen up. After my match against him, if you ain't already burned that shirt, I hope you can return it, 'cause I'ma show y'all that CM Punk ain't nothing but a fraud.
What?
Damn.
Also, I could say that it's so easy for you to read up on WWE and AEW weekly wrestling shows on alloutelite.com. But I won't.
And don't forget to check us out on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at ClowingATR. We'll be live tweeting any live events, premium live events, that is.
And or pay-per-views.
And you can also check out any of our good old coverage of any of these programs, AEW or WWE, at alloutelite.com.